Friend, welcome again to another session of mathematics. It's another day. Here, this question, which says, in how many years would one's investment double if 100,000 shillings is invested at 10% interest compounded semi-annually? Compounded semi-annually. Okay, here's the solution. What information do we have so far? In how many years would one's investment double? Okay, we have the principal amount. Principal, that is, we normally symbolize it in the formula as P. This one equals 100,000 shillings. Then we have been given rate, but this rate is semi-annually. Rate is 10%. What else do we have? The investment has to be double. So there we are talking of the amount. We normally symbolize it as AN. This one, to double, means twice. Okay, that's the only information we have. Now the question comes, if you have been given, there is time. Time, capital T. This one is semi-annually. We can say a half years. That is a half years. Or you can say 6 months. Or you can say 0.5 years. All this information you can use to get the correct answers. Now, how do we go about this question? Because sometimes it is semi-annually, sometimes it is annually, it could even be quarterly, a year. So here is the solution if you are meant to research a situation. Okay, I'm not going to derive the formula from the beginning to the end because that will take us a lot of time. But I'm just going to explain some simple terms which you can recorrect and get the correct information. Remember, for compound interest, amount after n years is given by the formula P, then 1 plus, this is RT, over 100 raised to power n. Okay, we have this rate, we have T. In this particular formula, here T equals 1. It is compounded annually, so your T equals 1. And the number of years remain those years which have been mentioned. But now we have to ask ourselves, if it's compounded sum annually, what becomes of T? Our T semi-annually means a half. If it was quarterly year, then T would be 1/4. Now let's stick to T equals a half. Then what will be this new n? What will be this new n? This thing is happening twice in a year. So if T equals 1, our n remains as n. Then if T equals a half, it means this n now becomes twice as much as what we used to be. So our new n will be equal to 2n. And you know what our formula will become now? Our amount will be equal to principal, then 1 plus R. Remember, our T is a half this time, over 100. Our N is no longer N, now it is 2N. Yes, this is the formula which you're supposed to use. So we're not going to use this, but we are going to use this. Okay, so the amount, let's substitute the values now. We have all the values compounded annually. Now we're supposed to find the number of years, because the question says in how many years. We're supposed to find the value of N. So let's substitute their values. AN, this is 2K. 200K. So it will be 200,000 is equal to our principal, this is 100,000. Then we have 1 there. What is our rate? We're given the data, that is 10. Okay, what is our time now? Is a half. Divide by 100 raised to 2n. Remember, we're supposed to get the value of n, number of years. Okay, I think we can simplify this part by dividing through by 100. Dividing through by 100, here we shall get 2 to be equal to, we're remaining with the bracket. This is 2 plus, this one now is 5. 5 divided by 100 will be 0.05 raised to power 2n. Okay, so we have 2 to be equal to 1.05 raised to power 2n. Okay, can we use the rules of exponents here? Definitely, I would say no. Okay, so what's the next option? Because for us to be able to use the rules of exponents, it's supposed to be either the same basis or the same exponents. When neither of the two apply, then we are forced to apply logarithm to both sides. The simplest one is the common logarithm, that's logarithm to base 10. So applying log to base 10, log to base 10 both sides. What do we get? Here we are. And what we're supposed to do now is to get the respective values of log 2 and log 1.05. Okay, I'll just use my calculator and get the answers direct. So log of 2 divide by log of 1.05. Okay, according to my calc, if it's correct, we get 2n is equal to 14.21. Okay, this side by 2, getting n to be equal to 7.1. Our n is approximately 7. So therefore, it will take 7 years for the investment to double. It will take 7 years for the investment to double. That's the answer, and thank you for watching.